Right. Hello, Pisces. This is High Priestess Jamila. I hope that you guys can hear me good. I'm using a different microphone because I'm not using my phone. So hopefully everybody can hear me. I am here to do you guys' past life reading. So welcome to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And if you are in need of a private reading, including a past life reading, all of my links are below. I also offer spiritual work and rituals and spells that work, cleanses, healings, and past life regression spiritual work, okay? So if you guys want to know about that, you guys can contact me. You can either visit my Etsy shop. You can Cashapp me or Venmo me, and I do also accept Zelle, okay? So I decided to do this series of readings, and I decided to skip all the way through to Pisces for the water signs. I consider myself to be an expert on past lives, and past life regressions are very real. And, you know, this is where you're going to find a lot of your karmic contracts and other things that could be resonating within your soul or your spirit that may be coming from your past life. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're going to call to St. Michael for protection and Hecate. Thank you. I am a high priestess of Hecate, just to let y'all know. And I've been helping people with their past life regressions for several years now. Okay. All right. This is going to be a tarot reading. Again, these are general readings. Okay. So a past life reading is not going to be the same for everybody, but I just want to give you guys a general overview of how your past life can affect your current life. Okay. Spirit guides and ancestors, guardian angels for the Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, we want to look at Pisceans' past life during the month of August, September, October. What guidance do you want to give to them? This is in 2021. Show me Pisces' past life, current, past, and what you're seeing in the future coming in from the past life, good or bad. You don't always have to have bad things that come in from the past life, but sometimes the bad things can kind of override the good things, because there are good things that you are bringing in from the past life also, okay? There may be some situations, some cycles that you have been trying to break or change that may be connected to your past life, okay? All right, so I'm going to draw 6 cards from 2 different decks. And I'm laying out my first 6 cards. Yeah, we're not going to be showing cards on this one. I know a lot of y'all are very visual, but I think it's good to have the ability to listen also. Okay. And using the Santa Muerta deck and my Pagan Tarot deck for this reading. All right, spirit guides and ancestors, guardian angels for the Pisces. We want to look at August, September, October 2021 past life regressions from the Pagan Tarot deck, current, past, and future. Oh, a card flipped over. Isn't that special? All right, let's see if it comes back. Okay, so the top row, which is the Santa Muerte deck, you got the Lovers in the reverse position and the Chariot upright. Coming up for current, and current for the other deck is the Judgment card actually reversed, and the Seven of Swords in the reverse position. So there's definitely some karmics. There looks like there is a karmic lover, or it could possibly be a third party. Major Arcana, the Lovers, comes up indicating a Gemini energy, or either a Cancer energy, or either a Scorpio. I feel like a lot of you Pisceans are dealing with a rivalry with a Gemini person. This could be a lover or a significant other, an ex, keeping you wrapped up in things from the past. But see, you're sitting there wondering, why are we stuck in the past? Why can't we get past this? And it's because you haven't really looked at the past life history between the two, which will be the key in this case. Seven of Swords is in the inverted position, saying that there is trust issues that seem to be brought on by this karmic relationship that you're not going to be able to use in the future. These trust issues that have been developed between you and this other person currently it seems to be creating obstacles in the future. Okay. Yeah, you guys are, I feel like you guys are looking at it totally from a negative, but it's actually meant to teach you something. And the spirit is really feeling like it's your own judgment that is stopping you from moving forward. Seems like a lot of you guys seem to be stuck in the past, or either you're dealing with somebody that's stuck in the past. Let me check my chat. So I am live. Now, in the past, you get the Knight of Pentacles reversed with the Nine of Swords upright. So this is another karmic that seemed to have manifested in the past. Whoever this is, they could be an earth sign person. It could be this air sign person. I feel like they created a lot of negative subconscious blockages for you. This is something that you have to control on your own. Definitely can sense somebody being very unethical. Feel like for a lot of y'all, especially with the Lovers in the reverse position, lies seem to be taking over. Somebody was able to mess with you. Oh, thank you, Smokey. Thank you. Somebody's lies were able to change the course of your path. And I feel like they're currently lying also. How this ties in with your past life is because they are a karmic. And the same scenario played out in the previous life. What I will tell you is that in the months coming up, though, Pisces, according to history and past life, a lot of you guys, it created burden. You know, everybody has to break down sometime, but I feel like with the Ten of Wands coming up and then the Tower upright, that tells me that this is something that you are strong enough to overcome, but that a lot of you guys are going to carry this into the holidays. Definitely there's a spirit here that needs to be banished, creating a lot of unhappiness, a lot of loneliness, a lot of paranoia, a lot, like just feeling like you're not, almost like you're disassociated or you're separate from what reality is. But in living in this reality that you don't like. That's coming from the Santa Muerta deck. The other deck at the bottom, in the past, you got two fire sign people that are coming up. And what they're saying to me is giving your power away. Novice of Wands and the Initiate of Wands reversed. Giving your power away when you didn't have to. So that's another aspect of your past life that seems to be affecting you. These spirits seem to be stalking you and expecting for you to do the same thing. They're going to work with those other energies to make sure that you have these issues coming up September, October. The Moon card reversed and the Initiate of Chalice is reversed. Definitely says to me bondage, or either your spirit being afflicted by these energies. The Judgment card reverse tells me, because the Judgment card in this deck actually in the Pagan Tarot deck means past lives, is what it means, like in the deck. Okay. According to the, the creator of the deck. Your past life is totally affecting you at the moment, and it seems to be blocking you mentally, emotionally, and psychologically. So there's mental blocks, especially with the Lovers reversed, where you are looking for the answers in somebody else you need to find within yourself. Tower moment coming up in October. For a lot of you guys, especially if you don't pay attention to your past life regressions. So you'll be feeling a certain type of way, or there'll be certain things that are happening that are a cycle, and this cycle is not going to be broken. I feel like a lot of you guys want the cycle to be broken, but it looks like it's not going to be necessarily. It could possibly if you were to do the work, but I feel like a lot of you guys are not doing the work. You're just kind of like, oh, I'm just going to trust in the universe, which is good. In the future, I can see you having at least that, but I still feel that there's going to be some kind of tower moment that involves something that either brought you comfort, peace, and joy being taken away from you. Okay, so this is something that you need to pay attention to. The Moon card is in the reverse position. It does have something to do with your children too, because the moon is the mother, but it's reversed. Okay, so I can sense that a lot of you guys are going to be having like these issues and problems at home, behavioral problems, people around you sort of acting strange. And it's going to feel like you're on the dark side of the moon. That's what Spirit is telling me. Especially around October, even going into November when the moon is in Scorpio. Okay, when we're in Scorpio energy. Clarify this tower. I feel like these two spirits from the past are going to be all around you. And you're going to be feeling like you're not going to be feeling yourself. You're going to be feeling like, why do I not feel confident? And it's these two fire spirits, these two people right here. Okay, you can't necessarily, you can transmute your past life, but you can't necessarily cut the cord from the past life, But you can cut the cord and you can banish the spirits, these negative spirits. These, all three of these court cards that came up are negative. There does seem to be a messenger that is going to come to you. It comes in as the Knight of Swords. This is going to be like a Pascal, like a ghost, sort of, you know, speaking to you about what is going on, especially if you're a medium or if you can pick up on energy. And this energy, this spirit guide is going to come to you, encouraging you that it's time for you to let go of the past. And many of you guys are going to be confused because you're not going to really look at your past life. You're going to just look at the past and this current incarnation, which is a mistake. You need to look at your past life. Now, from what I can see is that a lot of you guys, this past life is very close, about the 1900s. But as far as like exact detail, I can't really give that to you guys. And then some of you guys are going to manifest another past life going back to the 40s. So for some reason, past lives tend to be coming back, and it seems to be rolling back. So some of you guys have been doing past life work. For those of you that have done past life work for a lifetime before, it's going to go even further back, maybe even all the way back to, is there any such thing as the 1400s, 1700s? Without a medium to tell you what the spirit is saying, it can be kind of difficult to determine the messages that are coming in through spirit, which is why the Lovers is reversed and the Seven of Swords is in reverse, because it's very scrambled. It's very confusing for a lot of you guys because, first of all, you've got a lot going on, and it's very difficult for you to prioritize things. So you got to start with the biggest issue and work your way down to the smallest. Okay, that's the way it should be done. You guys are dealing with the little issues, making a big deal out of those, but you need to start with the most difficult and work your way down. There definitely seems to either be a Scorpio or a Cancer. They seem to be attached to you, but it's not a good attachment, because the moon in the upright position represents power. It represents, you know, power of the woman. In the reverse position, it's telling me that the power is being taken away from you. And then especially with this Queen of Chalices, it's the Initiate of Chalices, which is the Queen. It's in the inverted position. Spirits clarify Initiate of Chalices. Yeah. So the Eight of Wands fell out the deck sideways. Okay, so it could either be reversed or upright. In this particular deck, it's a woman sitting on the floor. She is looking at contracts. She's counting money, and she's got 8 staffs pointing away from her. Okay, so that means that she's moving forward and she's progressing. So it came out sideways when I flipped the card over. Feel like you're going to come to a crossroads. Probably at a crossroads right now. Yeah, definitely with the Lovers. But a lot of you guys you're not necessarily following your intuition about which path to take. And then you're definitely not following your heart. That's a problem. You don't never follow something superficial. You need to follow what is in your heart, because when you follow what's superficial, you're going to end up with heartbreak. You don't do what is in your heart that is best for you, and you choose a path that may not be the best path, or if you're creating problems for other people, this is your heart is going to, because if you follow your heart, it'll lead you to some very fantastic places, won't it? If you follow your heart. If you're following something superficial, it's almost like it's not even there. It doesn't even exist. It's not real. Okay, this is the same mistake that many of you Pisces made in the previous life. Okay, it's the same mistake that y'all made previously in the previous life. And I feel that it led to a lot of issues with, as far as, like I was saying before, with these two spirits here from the past, it seems like giving your power away, or either not using it for the greater good. The Judgment card tells me that there is a lack of judgment. And that's what that Judgment, it represents the Scorpio. This, and see, I didn't do the Scorpio reading. Spirit wanted me to skip that today. That's why I ended up doing the Pisces out of the water signs, okay? If you're not following your heart, then it can lead to disaster. Always follow your heart, even if it seems difficult, even if it's obstacles. Okay? And then even when you have obstacles, quit questioning yourself. Everybody's going to have difficulty, you know, some difficulty. You can't let that discourage you from where it is that you're trying to go. The Chariot is in the upright position, saying that this is the main issue. You're going to be getting reminded of this over and over again. Okay? Because you may be following the path of someone else, or either you may be following the path of your shadow side, because it does represent you. This Moon card is a representation of you and what's on your heart. Okay? A lot of you guys, I feel like you want to progress forward, especially that's why the Chariot comes up. But what is going to create blocks and obstacles in your past are past life spirits, past life memories, past life perceptions that do not have any place in this time, okay? Because if you guys notice, and I've even been noticing this too, I'm like, why are people acting like we back in the 1950s and 1940s? Some people are acting like that. Some people are existing like that because they are living in their past life. And see, with this Moon card reversed, that's like a psychosis takeover. Living totally in your past life and not having control over it. If you're going to have a past life regression, you need to have control over it. And I feel like Spirit is saying that you're going to be out of control unless you catch yourself. Okay, and ain't nobody else going to catch you. You're going to catch yourself. Because it seemed like to me, the Ten of Wands in the reverse position, a lot of the people that you were depending on to carry you, they're going to go bye-bye. Spirit is going to, that Tower moment is going to be people leaving your side so that you can figure out how to do it on your own. Okay? That's one of the main aspects you need to realize about this. And then also I can see a lover possibly turning away from you. But the reason why they're doing that is because there is a series of spiritual initiations. Initiations come in naturally through Spirit. Okay, so there's going to be a series of lessons and occurrences that are going to occur over the next 4 weeks, and it's going to peak in October. Okay, and so what I can sense is a Spirit communicating with you, telling you, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. But then temptation is going to kick in, and it's going to tell you to do that, and it's possibly going to lead you to destruction in some kind of way. Okay, this is very important. The initiate of chalices is saying to be kind to others and to treat others the way that you want to be treated. But it's very difficult because it's very difficult for you guys to do that because of fear. Okay, fear will cause you to do some crazy things, okay? But rather fearing your path, you need to embrace it. Okay, and you don't got the death card or anything like that, so I'm not saying nobody's going to die, but there's definitely going to be some change that's going to come up with that tower. And it's in the upright position, so it means that it is meant to be for this tower moment to happen. I can't really get into detail because these are general readings. So like I said, you want to get a private reading, but I can tell you that a lot of you guys are avoiding your past life. This is something that you have to deal with now. What is the good that I can see coming in from your past life over the next 3 months? Even the bad is good. The bad is good. Okay? Because the bad is going to teach you more. You'll learn more over the next couple of months than you have in a while. There seems to be a spirit guide here coming in as the Knight of Swords that you won't be able to banish this spirit because you've asked this spirit to help you. You already made a deal with this spirit when you were incarnating to help you so that you wouldn't take that path again. So the Four of Swords is in the reverse position. And I feel like also there you need to make peace with the past as well. You can't stop this past life energy from coming in because it exists within your soul, your memory. Okay, you can cleanse it. You can cleanse the negative karma from your past life. You absolutely can. You can also transmute it. But I feel like the only way you can do that is if you are learning the lessons that you are being taught, which are very hard lessons. The Judgment Reverse says that there's hard lessons that are being learned right now. Like at this moment that you're watching this reading, whenever you're watching it. Okay. I'm going to throw a oracle card from Aradia, and then I'm going to wrap this up. Like I said, if you guys want personal readings, I am available. I have one opening for this evening, and that's it. But you can schedule for tomorrow also. Where is my Aradia deck at? Here it is. For some reason, Aradia wants me to throw a card for y'all from the oracle. Okay, what messages does Aradia have for the Pisces today for this past life reading? Oh, synergy. I knew that card was going to come up because I saw it when I started shuffling. So the synergy card comes up. Okay. And this card, I always read out of the book. Okay, out of respect for the creators of the deck. It says we cannot always achieve big goals on our own. Joining with others can substantially magnify our efforts. Ask for support from those you trust. Relationships should add to your power and joy, never drain them. And I can see that you guys are being drained with whoever this group or whoever this is. Be aware of those who are a drain on you and remove yourself from their company. Remember I said that you were going to have to do that? Okay. When Aradia was considering marrying the young king, she was reluctant to give up the freedom and power she had fought for and which were hers by birthright. She had passed the concepts of equality, freedom, and justice on to other women and would not abandon those values, even to be a queen. Okay. After taking some time to think through the king's offer of marriage, however, Aradia was given a vision that brought her to this conclusion. If he was the man she thought him to be, he would take nothing from her. He would only add to her power synergistically. She agreed to marry the king, and indeed together their synergistic rule benefited the people of their kingdom. Synergy can be defined as the interaction or cooperation of two or more agents to produce a combined effect greater than the sum of their separate effects. Not only is synergy a scientific concept, it is also a key concept in witchcraft. Think of it like this. If I made a stew, I might include ingredients such as meat, carrots, potatoes, pumpkin, kale, onions, and herbs. Each of these are certainly valuable by themselves, but put together and subjected to added liquid, heat, and cooking time, they will create something more delicious than if the ingredients were simply dropped into the pot together. With intention and appropriate actions and conditions, the combined ingredients result in a stew that has an effect greater than the sum of its parts. The same principles apply as much to creating healing potions as they do to making a stew. Potion making is a Stragonarian art. Whilst many view this art as just one more evil aspect of witchcraft, picturing the stereotypical image of a group of witches cackling around a cauldron at midnight, the truth is that most potions have been used for healing, vitality, or pleasure. Prior to the onset of Christianity across Europe, communities openly and happily consulted their local strega or magara for healing potions. Here's a synergistic bath potion for you to try at midnight or any other time. It is based on ingredients mentioned in Stories of Aradia. Take 1 long piece of fresh lemon rind, 2 tablespoons of the best quality olive oil, a teaspoon of salt, a sprig of rosemary, some fresh rose or rose geranium petals. Grind all the ingredients lightly with a mortar and pestle. Add the mixture to a warm bath and allow it to steep for 3 minutes before entering the bath. Stir the water clockwise with your hand, saying, "Diana, my mother, behold your loving child. I step into your healing waters, knowing that your blessings will give me peace and beauty." Hail to you, okay? So Diana is a moon goddess. She's the moon goddess, okay? All right, that's you guys' reading and message from Aradia. I will see y'all later. Thank you so much for watching. Blessed be to all of y'all. And I'll see y'all next time. Love and light.